Phil, I can, Coach. Folks, we want to welcome Creighton University here to the podium. We are joined by head coach Jim Flannery, seniors Morgan Molly, and Lauren Jensen. Coach, if you could just make an opening statement, if you would, please.
Sure. Congrats to Illinois. They played really well. Defensively, they took us out of a lot of what we wanted to do. They got off to a good start. We played from behind pretty much the whole game. I think that was tough, and it seemed like every time we got back within 3 or 4 or 5, they made a big play or two to push it back up to 8. And we just that wasn't our best, but that's not to discredit Illinois because I thought they were really good. But really proud of our group. I think these seniors, the two to my right and the rest of them are a dream to coach, and I just wish we hadn't gone out like we did tonight. But that's part of the deal in athletics. So, but I'm really proud of them and super grateful to have had the opportunity to coach them because they're special people.
Thank you, Coach. And now we're going to take some time to speak to both Morgan and Lauren. So if you could direct your questions to them for the next few minutes, and then we'll go back to Coach after that. Question. The first question will come from Mark Rosner with the Associated Press. Mark?
Both players. What did they do to take away the open threes that you guys usually make?
Illinois is just a solid defensive team. They're not necessarily going to get up and pressure you and get in your face, even though we did have more turnovers than we probably would have liked to. But they're just solid. I thought they did a good job of getting through screens and showing that effort and kind of bothering us, especially early. We had some good looks early, and then I think we kind of got a little tight, which is different. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but we stabilized a bit, and we unfortunately weren't able to make some, but good defensive teams are also going to bother you and take you out of your rhythm.
For those of you that are joining us on Zoom, if you do have a question for our student athletes, please use the raised hand function. And then, of course, if you have questions for Coach Flannery in a few moments, do the same at that time. Do we have any? I don't see any questions coming our way on Zoom. Do we have any questions from anyone else here in Austin? I think Mark's asked his question. All right. Well, then I just want to say, Morgan and Lauren, really a pleasure to meet you. Really wonderful season that you had. Congratulations on your successes this season. Best to you in the future.
Thanks.
Thank you. Once again, this will be the final call for any questions for anyone with Coach. If there are any from those people who are on Zoom, it doesn't appear to be so. Coach, I'm just going to ask you the final question. You have a question, sir? Please, just identify yourself and your affiliation.
Drake Keeler, Omaha World Herald. What did you feel like they, really kind of disrupted the most for you guys offensively?
Yeah, I thought they were really attentive to the 3-point line. And we missed probably too many layups. I thought, especially early, I thought that was a big deal because, like I said, I thought we played from behind. But they're physical defensively, like Lauren said. They're really good at getting through screens. I think and then when they had to switch, they were good enough to do that. They didn't want to switch, but they got a veteran group and. I knew they'd be well prepared. Mackenzie does a really good job. She guarded Lauren in their big lineup, and then she'd guard Morgan in their small lineup. But I thought she really knocked Morgan out of the post, didn't have as much efficiency in the mid post as she normally does. And I thought we obviously had some threes that we didn't make, and some mid range, but. In the second half, like Lauren said, we had too many turnovers. We only had 4 in the first half. I don't know what we finished with, but we had some costly turnovers there in the second half that kind of really, I thought, stifled our momentum. And like I said, every time we 3 or 4, I thought they made either a hustle play or they knocked a shot down or got a turnover. So I thought we were just a little bit, like Lauren said, I thought we played a little tight. I mean, I think that's, again, not to discredit them, but I thought, just we dribbled the ball off our foot a few times, and that doesn't happen usually more than once every 3-4 games, but we did it multiple times tonight. So, but having said that, I knew it was going to be tough to score. They're a very good defensive team and a veteran team, and I thought when you play from behind, we knew they weren't deep. They're going to play 6 people, right? So that all the more important it was for us to play from ahead, I think, instead of from behind, because I thought they did a good job controlling the pace of the game. And I think, if you play from the lead, that looks a little different, but we didn't.
And then I guess I just asked for, some final reflections on this group. Obviously, consistently made the tournament and some memorable wins. So, yeah.
Yeah, I told him. When you walk in the locker room after a night like tonight, it's the hardest. It's the hardest speech you make to your players, and I just told him, I'm proud of them. I love them. I'm thankful that they came, and I'm thankful that they stayed, because this group didn't have to do that. In this day, you talk about 2,000-point scorers, and they stayed at Creighton for their fifth, their fifth year. So really grateful to them, and that this right now sucks, but when they have a little bit of time and they're able to zoom out, they'll be really proud of what they accomplished, and they'll also be really grateful for the relationships that they have, because I think that's a big thing that we try to preach, is like you may hop around and have either more success or more money, but what this group is going to have is down the line going to be, I think, much greater than what a lot of people in their position are going to take with them.
All right, if you're set with your questions, then Coach, we want to really thank you for your time and really thank you for the hard-fought game tonight that you've showed all of the fans here and across the nation, and congrats on all your successes this season, Coach.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.